Hello everyone and welcome to my second video. If you watched the last one, thank you very much. If you haven't watched it, go back and give it a watch. Quite a funny one, a good one to start off with. This is my second video doing a reaction. I'm still working out the kinks for getting the video editing correct and that sort of thing, and I'm going to be reacting to shorter length videos to try and make it easier, because trying to edit down 59 minutes of video to 22 minutes was a job, and it misses out a lot of content. So a lot of people who haven't seen the original video of the first one that I made will have to go and watch the original to get some context. Some of the context is in there. I understand it's not the best, but I'll do what I can. As time progresses, if you stick around, you'll see it develop. Little bit better lighting. Microphone is more central, so I should be much louder and easier to hear. My reactions, so you can see my face clearly. The webcam's a little bit bigger. I've been recommended to watch this video. Piers Morgan, never really been a massive fan of him. Some of the things he says I agree with, and he's quite outspoken, which I respect. But there is something on here on this video. It's a vegan activist, and someone recommended that I watch that and react to that. So we'll jump straight into it.
They've tipped milk all over the floor of Fortnum and Mason and Selfridges in London. They've hurled white paint at the gates of the House of Parliament. Now
Why? They're tipping milk over... Sorry, we'll crack on because a
high-end steakhouse in London, and the waitresses did what many have wanted to do with these protesters for a while. Take a look.
Yeah, served you right, you fucking bellend. Look at the face. Oh, that face.
Well, joining me now is Animal Rebellion spokesman Nathan McGovern and celebrity chef Aldo Zilli. Got it right this time. He didn't pick me up on it. It's Aldo, not Aldo. Aldo's a very British pronunciation of an Italian name. Good to see you both. Nathan, start with you. I don't like vegans very much. I don't think any of you are very healthy.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I think you all look pretty face-to-face and unhealthy to me. But that's your choice. What I don't do is I don't go running into vegan restaurants and start screaming abuse at you all and have to be pulled out by people because you're ruining everyone's fun. Why do you do that to meat eaters?
Well, Piers, you've started on an absolute blinder today. I actually brought a little game with me for Aldo, perhaps the audience to play. It's a Piers Morgan vegan bingo. Maybe we get a zoom on that.
Who is this pasty-faced fucking knobhead? Look at... How old is he? He looks about 12. His mother's milk's still wet in his bloody mouth. What? Wow. We'll see. We'll wait to see what he says. I have a... no, he's going to be a complete childish buffoon. I've got a very good sense. I know what's coming, or relatively what's coming.
In the camera, and you've actually just ticked off one straight away. I'll just go with that. We're looking at row or a column already. So the thing is, within years, technology like precision fermentation, alt protein, is going to produce the exact same products that you love right now, using a fraction of the land, producing a fraction of the carbon
But I like
footprint.
eating meat.
It's the exact same product.
No, but I like eating meat.
Well, it's not the exact same product, is it?
In fact, the more you guys do...
Exact same product, but it's not made of meat. Work that one out.
It's going to mean the more meat I want to eat.
That's absolutely fine.
No, it's true.
That's fine. That's fine.
Literally, it's a bit... Honestly, it's true. The more stuff you do like this...
Sorry, I didn't catch that. It's true, is it? You've said that about 3 times. I didn't...
Oh, you juvenile man.
Yes.
If you're part of a vegan group, right, you should have sent someone better to do this interview. Right? Someone who's not 12 years old and is juvenile with childish responses and games in a TV show that goes out to millions of people across the Western world. No, he's just making a mockery of you all.
Oh, thanks. I didn't get it the first 3 times.
How committed a vegan are you?
How committed a vegan am I?
Do you drink
Well,
almond
that's what he
milk?
said.
Oh, You've ticked off another one. Fantastic, Piers.
fucking
You are
waste
on an
space.
absolute
Is that
roll.
answering questions?
I'll keep that one hidden from you. You know, take the fun
Can
out
you
of
just
the game.
answer questions? Otherwise, it's not much of an interview. I mean, you can have your little chart, but
Oh
do
my
you
God,
drink
I want to
almond
punch
milk?
him.
No,
Do you eat almonds?
no,
Do you eat avocados?
no.
What do you eat? What do you drink?
I love seasonal British fruit and veg.
Right.
You know, I love supporting British farmers. I love going to a farmer's market, seeing
Yeah,
what they
good.
have to offer. You know, I love eating a plant-based
But most
diet.
science now says that if you don't have a balanced diet, it's actually unhealthy for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why a plant-based diet, a balanced plant-based diet is healthy.
Aldo, what do you feel? I mean, your restaurant is very close to where this happened, right? What do you feel about these activists running in, ruining people's meals?
Listen, 25 years ago, I opened one of the first vegetarian restaurants in London, it's Soho.
Yeah, and so many restaurants these days have a vegan or a vegetarian option. Even if it's a very high-class restaurant, it doesn't matter. They'll at least have at least one vegetarian and one vegan. They're catered for. I haven't got a problem with people being vegan. I have a rare genetic disorder called PKU. You may have heard of it. It's probably more likely that you haven't. PKU stands for phenylketonuria. I spent the first 26 years of my life as a very, very strict vegan, but not by choice. So I wasn't labelled a vegan. I was allergic to protein. I was a very severe phenylketonurian. I could only have 4 grams of protein a day. So my meals consisted of a course of potato, a course of vegetable, and a course of salad. That was literally my meal every day for 26 years. Because it if not treated when younger and kept on a special diet all the way through until you're fully developed, especially your brain, I could have been irreversibly brain damaged. I could have not been able to walk, blind, deaf. I never had any meat, fish, eggs, milk, bread, pasta, anything like that. Anything with a sort of mid to high volume of protein. Just couldn't do it. Now that I'm 26, well, I'm 31 now, but when I turned 26, they said I can start relaxing now because my brain is more developed. So I slowly weaned myself onto certain meats. Don't like chicken. It makes me ill. Probably too high in protein. But things like pork, I love. Beef, I love. Everything else, I can, take it or leave it. But them two, I will eat. So I like a burger. And I love a gammon steak, a nice bit of cold cut gammon at Christmas time. Oof, can't beat it. But I wouldn't push eating meat onto a vegan. They shouldn't do what they're doing now.
And if it was now, it's probably more successful. Then it didn't get very successful. But anyway, cut long story short, I don't have any problems. I've written a vegetarian book, not a vegan book. I don't have any problems with veganism and vegetarian people because I have restaurants. I'm a consultant for a number of restaurant companies, and we have vegan and vegetarians on menus. So I don't understand when it gets out of hand that these people have to disrupt our business.
Well, because they have no respect for meat eaters. But if we were doing the same thing to them, they'd all go nuts, right? Wouldn't you? You'll go nuts. You came running
Absolutely.
into your little vegan
Absolutely.
hellholes and began
There would be chaos. It would be ridiculous. If I went in and started throwing steaks around in a purely vegan cafe, I'd make the news. I'd be witch hunted. There'd be people chasing after me with fucking tapioca or whatever it is. Oh, get bloody tofu thrown at me walking down the street. It's just completely one-sided. Doing that, right, going into businesses, once you start damaging people's livelihoods and affecting their business, shops, restaurants, anything like that, it stops being a peaceful protest. It starts being rallying. Okay, it induces anger and it induces rage. It's going to scare people away. The public are not going to listen to you if this is the way you want to conduct your protesting. Yes, you are in some ways correct that we are in a very serious situation. You know, the planet is heating up. We need to stop this. We need to stop that. Global warming. You know, too many cows being cold, which is releasing methane gas into the atmosphere. Yes, we all understand, and there are many, many, many organisations that are trying to stop it, and the numbers are decreasing. But it won't happen overnight. It needs to be very carefully planned so that it can be integrated correctly into society. Because if you do it all at once, it will cause anarchy, right? So yeah, let's crack on.
Screaming abuse. You'd all throw your toys out the pram, as you do on a daily basis.
Which is doing now.
I'm not throwing my toys out the pram right now.
Oh,
Piers.
yes, you are.
I'm loving this, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
loving
because
it.
you have nothing else to
I'm
say.
loving it, this open
He's destroying
conversation that
you.
we're having about this actual quite.
But why do you
critical
have to
issue.
go and do a restaurant and disrupt our business, disrupt the customers, the meet, other people that want to enjoy themselves, they want to go and have a night out. I don't have any problems with you guys coming to our restaurants and ordering a vegan dish. In fact, in January, we always do a veganuary, and we go through a lot of different ingredients to create menus for you guys. I don't understand why we have to suffer your mentality of coming to our restaurants and trying to disrupt the...
As most restaurants do. They'll always go the extra mile. You know, veganuary, special Fridays, Tuesdays, whatever, you know, come in, have this, new set menus each week. I have a friend who's a chef, and I'll be able to get, obviously I'm not a chef myself, so I don't know how restaurants work, but I'm pretty sure that is the way things go. You know, they're constantly changing things up.
Customers that are having a fantastic time and they want to eat the steak.
What's the answer?
No, it's actually a good question, Aldo. And actually, it's fantastic that you create fantastic vegan dishes. The fact of the matter is, when we look at high-end restaurants, you know, Salt Bay's restaurant, Manor up in Manchester that was also disrupted the weekend, these are symbols of a broken system. You know,
Why? Because he makes nice
symbols of a broken system where, you know, there's 1,500 quid getting charged for a steak.
Why is he making millions
Can I please make
around
my
the
point?
world?
I was
Broken system. I don't understand. What's in regards to veganism and restaurants, I don't know where you're coming from. So yeah, I don't know. We'll crack on.
I was in one of his restaurants last week in Qatar. Loved it. Fantastic. But he served me. I've got a clip, I think, of him.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to show
There
it.
we go.
I was
This is me doing
wondering
his
how long it would
That
take.
was me doing his little salt trick. He taught me.
You weren't very good at it.
He then actually cooked it in front of me and he fed me, actually, directly fed me the meat into my mouth. It was delicious. Loved it.
Fine.
Loved it.
I would invite...
See, I'm with Piers on this one. They've chosen the wrong person. I understand. I don't think if you want to be vegan, that's your choice. No one's gonna, you know, attack you or say that's wrong. I mean, you've got some heavy, hardcore meat eaters who will disagree with you, but what you do to meat eaters is definitely worse. 100%. 90% of vegans are probably, you know, loving and respectful people. They say you want to eat meat, that's fine. Get on with your life, we'll get on with ours. But the last 10%, the hardcore animal protest vegans, look at you like you're trash, and they try and tell you things you don't, like, you already know. Like, oh, did you know that chicken there was raped and inseminated by a machine? Do you think that's okay to eat that chicken? And he's like, well, it's not personal. It's a chicken, and I'm hungry. You know, but they don't see it like that. They use their odd tactics to do stuff like this.
And trying to interrupt and just ruin everyone's night, I would have done what those waitresses did, just thrown you out.
That's absolutely fine.
So what's
Piers.
the point of it all? What does it achieve? None of you make me want to change my mind. I just think, what annoying little squits. Honestly, I do. It's the same when you're chucking paint at Van Gogh paintings. It's the same when you're tying yourself to fuel
do
pumps
that?
or hanging yourself on bridges.
If they did that and it was an original Van Gogh in like the museum, you all need to go and take a long, hard look at yourself. Because that's disrespectful to fuck. No, you don't do that shit. I'll research that after, and have it in the intro in the last one, in the next one. Sorry.
Bridges and stopping people using Dartford Tunnel. It's all the same. You're just all too annoying. So the British public don't like annoying people, and they don't like their lives being disrupted. They want their freedom to have a choice. The choice is whose restaurant you
can you imagine
to do this to my mouth.
Can you imagine someone coming in
This is it.
and disrupting your evening?
Have we got the clip? We haven't got the clip.
Oh, what shit.
Oh, you just ran it? Okay.
No, but can you imagine you coming to our restaurants and
Look at
and then
him.
you get some people coming to
He knew he
your
was going to
table
get destroyed,
and trying
so
to disrupt
he's
your
putting
evening.
on an act.
It's abuse.
I'm going to start running into vegan restaurants.
He's putting on an
That's
act,
right.
right?
That's your right- that's
Like,
your right to
I don't
protest.
care.
Tables
I'm a
and-
vegan.
so you can't
You
eat
know,
your
when
gruel.
deep down,
And
you
just
know
say,
he
"You lot
does.
like it."
He
I'm
knows
gonna
he's
go to
getting
your house and
destroyed,
chop-
but he's
Hey,
acting
over it.
like it's
Piers.
not affecting him
You've got a right
because
to-
he doesn't want to lose
You've
face.
got me another one.
Stick it off
He's-
your bingo.
No.
Stick it off your
Lovely.
bingo, son.
But where's the salt? Where's it?
Won't need any of this gruel.
That's it.
Let's put that
Fantastic.
to one side, but I will have a bit of steak just to...
Okay,
sorted, though.
right,
See, all
fair
you've
enough,
achieved
Piers.
is you've made me want
No.
to do this. Just
That's
eat a
that's
lovely...
See that?
absolutely fine.
That I probably wouldn't do because now he's just fighting immaturity with immaturity. Ordering a steak and eating it in front of him. Fuck it, why not? Oh God, no, that's quite funny. Fair enough.
You go for it.
Do you know? Do you know how many steaks he's had from my restaurant?
Yeah, a lot. But here's my point. I love eating steak. I'm not going to stop eating steak.
Yeah.
And the very last thing on earth that will stop me eating steak is people like you with your pasty faces running into our restaurants telling us to stop eating steak.
That's
the
fine.
very last thing
That
I'm going
is
to do.
absolutely
Because you don't
fine,
represent to me
Piers.
vitality
That's all he's
or
got
good
to
health.
say.
You just all look like you
That's
want a good bit of
fine.
steak.
That's fine.
Absolutely fine.
See?
You're fully entitled to that opinion. And as I've just said earlier, you're right to protest if you want to run into a
Your
vegan
mates are
restaurant.
also the Extinction
Absolutely
Rebellion,
fine.
right?
My mates.
You're all like interwoven, like you said before we came on air.
What, like a woolen blanket
Well, are you
together.
connected or not?
Oh, just answer the
We're a
fucking
system.
question.
System, what's that?
Rebellion.
Sounds a bit sexist.
No, we have, common goals,
What are your
such
common
as-
goals? Irritating people.
Such
What are they?
as, such
They
as
succeed.
tackling the climate and ecological emergencies, which, I'm sure...
Wrong
all
way
of
to
us
go
here-
about it.
Meghan and Harry
Wrong
using
way to go
private
around
plane.
it.
Oof, there we go, Meghan Markle. That's
Oh,
another one. That's
the other
four
fucking
for 9
bingo.
out. I'm not going to give you that,
What
mate.
did you think of them using a private plane to go to this award show? You must be furious,
It's
right?
incredible how you manage.
Are you
He
furious?
won't dirty their name.
Oh, let's dump on Meghan and
Nathan,
Harry.
He doesn't want to end up on the front
You just
page.
talked about the
It is
environment.
Would you
I
go
just
in
wonder-
their plane?
incredible.
I just wonder
Would you
whether...
go in their plane?
I just wonder
No.
whether you...
Stop it.
Do you feel...
I wouldn't go on a
Do you
plane,
feel
no,
angry
no.
they used a private plane or not?
No,
Or
I
should we all
think
use private
what we
planes?
should have is affordable travel for
Right,
everyone.
but they used a private
What
It's
plane.
not what he asked.
Is travel systems.
Do you
don't
criticise
need
them for using
to
a
have
private
used
plane or
planes.
not?
Or
because they're the woke king and queen, you're not allowed to.
They're using a plane.
Is it
I would
'cause
have
you
much.
can't?
I would have much preferred.
You know why you can't, don't you, Nathan? Because this is against
Piers,
hypocrisy.
to
You
your
can't
face,
because you,
I am
Nathan
telling
McGovern,
you.
don't want to read a headline tomorrow saying Nathan McGovern,
Ah!
the Animal Rebellion, slams
That's exactly what I
Meghan and Harry
said.
for using private plane. You don't want to say it because, like them, you're a flaming hypocrite.
Yeah.
You'd rather go in.
There we go. You've got me a column.
You'd rather,
Brilliant.
You'd rather go.
Fantastic.
Oh, brilliant.
You'd
Yeah.
rather go into
This
restaurants
kid,
like
man.
Aldo's or Salt Bays or whatever, and just make a nuisance of yourselves because it's easier. But what you
Easier.
should be doing, if you're intellectually honest, is saying Meghan and Harry stop using private planes, but you won't.
Yeah.
Because they're
I will,
your
I will
little
say it
woke
right
king
now
and
if you let
queen.
me. I will say it right now
Aldo,
if you will let me.
final
Piers.
word to you about a balanced diet. Most science I've read lately says that actually having no meat in your diet at all is not necessarily a beneficial
Or
thing
fish,
at all.
for that matter.
Right, or fish.
Yeah, I mean, we have to have a balanced diet, and it's important for our well-being, for getting healthy. If you work out in the gym like I do, I need to have maybe some good protein.
Yeah.
And
Build up the
if
muscle.
if I don't, I did go vegan for 6 months.
You nearly kill you?
a couple of years ago.
Nearly killed me. Right?
And,
I went vegan for an hour, had a lettuce.
It didn't kill me. It didn't kill me.
What
but-
about that vegan Greg's sausage roll?
It was disgusting.
disgusting.
Complete racket.
Exactly.
More calories in a Greg's vegan sausage roll than there are.
We'll stop it there. He's got nothing to say. He can't make a cogent argument. They should have got someone different to go on television and argue their case. because he's no good at it. So, yeah. So I think, end of the day, if you're a vegan and you're protesting, but you're damaging people's business, you're going in, you're pouring milk over cheeses, you're going into restaurants and you're hassling people who want to eat meat and enjoy a night out. If you're gluing your hand to the, he touched on the bloody blah blah rebellion or whatever the fuck they're called. Not a clue, don't really care. If you glue your hand, do any of that, or glue your hand to the motorway to disrupt people's lives, and you're stopping people being able to feed their family by doing that, and their work isn't going to give a shit. You're stopping them. You're making them say 3 hours late, maybe more, because someone's got to come and get some white spirit and prise your hand off the bloody concrete. Right? You could make them lose their job, and that's disrespectful, dirty, disgusting behaviour. And you're an absolute twat if you've ever done that. And you deserve no respect at all. And definitely no one should listen to you. You want people to listen to you and to respect you, and find validity in your goals and your aspirations, and what you're telling us. Then you need to go a different way around it, because doing the stuff you're doing, you're just going to turn the entire public against you, and you'll just crash and burn. And you don't want that. We don't want that. But yeah, interesting one. I kind of like this one. Yeah, no, grats to Piers. He did destroy him a little bit, but yeah, completely wrong person to argue his case. Very juvenile. Mother's milk spill wet in his face. No, wouldn't be done. Thank you very much for watching this next video. If you stayed to the end, if you like it, give us a like. If you want to see more of me, click that subscribe button. If you don't, never mind. It's free though, and you can change your mind at a later date if you no longer want to be subscribed. But it will just help me out, and it will make what I'm doing worthwhile. Yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Take care, and always do what makes you happy.